So Nintendo released the second Ninji Speedrun a few days ago, and I've been having a lot of fun speedrunning through it, so I wanted to put together a quick guide on the various routes and strategies you can take, and hopefully help you get gold stars on the level, which is probably going to be under 30 seconds. I've divided the level into 3 different parts: the beginning, Subworld, and the ending. When it comes to the beginning, you may want to try to blow up the blocks by using Link's bombs. However, because it requires 2 bombs to blow up all the blocks, this actually wastes a lot of time. Instead, get up on top of the hard blocks and use Link's shield to deflect the spike ball. It's actually possible to use a combination of both methods to make for an even faster beginning. To perform this, as soon as you transform into Link, immediately spawn a bomb, and then throw it at the block wall. Quickly jump onto the blocks, spam the run button to throw a second bomb as soon as possible, and then deflect the spike ball, causing the bomb to immediately explode. When doing this, it's important that you throw the bomb back as far as possible, and then very quickly move forward and use the shield so you can deflect the spike ball as soon as possible. After the spike ball is destroyed, you want to immediately run past it and onto the next section. However, make sure you don't run too quickly, otherwise you'll run into the bomb explosion and take damage. From here, you might also want to try to deflect the second spike ball by using Link's shield. However, there are a couple other methods that are much faster and not too hard to pull off. The first of these is to pull out a bomb and throw it at the spike ball as soon as it destroys the hard blocks. Just try not to throw it too early, otherwise you won't be able to pass through. A slightly faster method is to walk underneath the spike ball. This can be done by slowly falling behind it, and then when it hits the sideways springs, you want to be standing on the 4th block over. After jumping over the springs, carefully make your way over and do a down thrust to kill the piranha plants, then quickly mash jump to get out of the water. If you're fast enough and do a small jump after leaving the platform, it's actually possible to get ahead of the spike ball. A small time save you can do is stabbing the springs with Link's sword and then quickly walking underneath them. An alternative to the water route is done by pogo sticking off the spike ball to go over the level. If going under the sideways springs is too hard, it's still possible to make the pogo stick while going over the springs. From here, quickly jump down and use Link's sword to kill the large piranha plant and try to land as close to the pipe as possible. Finally, the newest and currently fastest route to do in the beginning is a full-length water route. After the spike ball is destroyed, immediately pull out another bomb, quickly make your way over, jump into the water and throw the bomb. After the bomb lands in the water, you can use the sword to stab it, making sure it destroys the topmost blocks. It's also just as common for the bomb to only destroy the middle blocks, in which case an easy way to make the gap jump is by standing close to the block and then doing 2 quick jumps in the water. After getting to the subworld, immediately run over and quickly stab the 2 piranha plants. Keep in mind that it is slightly faster to not bump into the walls when doing so. Now from here, the most obvious path forward is to use 2 of Link's bombs to blow up the bottom path to make your way into the pipe. However, there is actually a pretty well hidden route up top that can be done with only 1 bomb. Ideally, you should pull out the bomb as soon as you kill the second piranha plant, which will cause the bomb to explode as quickly as possible. Although spawning the bomb off the next block will also work for sub 30. Another thing you can do for a small time save is after throwing the bomb, quickly do a short left-right input to land on the platform immediately below the Sledge Bro. After exiting the pipe, jump onto the first set of blocks and quickly kill the Pokey. When firing an arrow, make sure you're not standing too close to the ledge, otherwise Link's arrows will simply hit the red dotted line block. Try to fire the arrow as quickly as possible. It's also important to remember to keep holding up after firing the arrow, so you don't accidentally fire it forward instead. The final thing to remember is to not jump too early after firing the arrow, otherwise Link will slam into the wall, causing him to lose all of his forward momentum. I've lost many great runs by getting impatient and jumping just a little too early. I've put together a few different routes that you can use to follow if you want to try to get a specific time. But of course, feel free to mix and match or come up with your own route, as it's a lot of fun trying to put together. If you found this guide helpful, then consider sharing it around and subscribing to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.